Okay, back here with some more Nintendo Powers. Felt like doing this some more, so we'll go through. Hopefully, I plan to get on through 4 more issues. We'll start with this is volume 21. This is from February 1991. Very colorful cover because we're talking about Star Tropics is being reviewed, just coming out. See USA 350, Canada 450. Also have TMNT 2, the arcade game, Ultimate Quest of the Avatar, Game Boy games, Round Ball Roundup. See, the cover here is very nice. This is like a paper mache parrot that they put together. There's a parrot in the game, but he looks nothing like this. Here is this ad again. Unmask your power animal in you. And radicalize your subscription to Nintendo Power. Powerline. In this month's feature, we turn you on to our power meters and look behind the scene at Nintendo headquarters to see how games are rated. Don't miss the special report. The meters are more important than you might imagine. After all, they're a direct line to the pros' opinions. Compare your own ratings to the pros. Can you spot a winner? The ratings not only identify potential hits, they also help us decide which games to review. We want to include the hottest prospects and the power meters. So they're telling you about the power meters of the games, and you can compare it to what you think they are. Here's the table of contents here. This is, like I said, volume 21, February 1991. Getting into 1891, we looked at January. The last one we looked at was volume 20, January 1991, with Mega Man 3 on the front. Game Boy, faster than a speeding bullet. I was on a very boring 4-hour drive from Jersey Shore, PA, to Pasadena, Maryland, so I decided to whip out my Game Boy. I was playing Tetris when all of a sudden, screech, my dad slammed on the brakes. There was an accident ahead, and he was a little too quick at applying the brakes. The momentum tore the Game Boy from my hands and out the side window. Beep. Was that the last sound it made as it flew down over the bank before my family or I knew what I was doing? I was out of the car and flying over the railing. I've never moved so fast while we waited about an hour for accidents to clear. My sister and I looked for the Game Boy. Finally, I faintly heard the music to Tetris. To my surprise, when I recovered my Game Boy, it didn't have a scratch on it. The rest of the way to Maryland, I had a tight grip on it. Jim Willits, Jersey Shore, PA. Nice launch, Jim. If the Soviet cosmonauts hadn't already taken their Game Boys into orbit, you might have had a record. Go another one. This is another letter here. Holy Nest, Batman. It's indestructible. I read that you wanted to hear about disasters. Well, I have a good one for you. It started when my family moved. Excuse me. I put my NES in its box to be moved with the rest of our stuff when the truck arrived at our new house. I ran out and immediately started to dig for my NES. To my amazement, a chair had fallen and the leg was stuck in the NES box. When I saw it, I freaked out. I opened it up and it looked terrible. There was a big hole punched in the top of the control deck. I cleaned out the broken plastic and put in Super Mario Bros. 2, and wow, it worked. You can see the game pack through the hole, but it works fine. Jason Marks, Sandy, Oregon. Warning, when moving, avoid placing objects on top of your control deck. Holes caused by chairs' legs are not considered normal wear and tear, and not covered by warranty. We can repair your control deck, Jason. Our customer service department at 1-800-255-3700 to make arrangements. Here's some more envelope art here. Old Lady Score. I wanted to drop you a line to let you know what a help Nintendo Power is. The Super Mario Bros. 3 strategy guide was my first issue. It arrived just in time. With its help, I beat Koopa. I had purchased a few issues at a local toy store. I'm writing because I noticed that most of the items were about younger kids. When I got my hands on the November-December 1989 issue, I was delighted to see a poem by 75-year-old William Coveney. I don't know Mr. C, but he's my kind of grandpa. I want you to know that my friends are in their mid-20s and older, and those of us who have kids play NES video games more than the kids do. A lot of your readers are adults, and proud of it. A funny thing happened to me. When I received Tetris for Christmas last year, I became Tetrisized. One day I stopped at the corner store to get a Pepsi. I saw the arcade Tetris game there, and I couldn't help myself. I dropped in a quarter and began playing, not really noticing the kids playing next to me. After I completed 4 of 5 tetrads in a row, the boys began watching me play. I set a high score on the machine. By the time I finished one, boy turned to the other two and said, "Wow, check out that old lady's score. I'm 34, and I have 2 kids of my own. Move over, children. Mama's on a roll." That's a nice story. A Ring Tail Twosome. I love Nintendo Power, and my favorite game is Super Mario Bros. 3, because I also love raccoons. In fact, I have 2 of my own. One is an albino with white fur and red eyes. The other, which is a black and brown, I named Tanuki. Milo Rigetti, Transfer PA. And there's a picture of her with her raccoon pal. A true Tanuki, they respond, a true Tanuki, she mastered the tail attack. And here's one. Do you have a pet who is partial to NES games, or perhaps an NES namesake? Send us your letters. So you're asking for more pets that like Nintendo. Some more artwork here. No catnaps allowed. I've been playing my NES for 4 years. My cats have been playing for 1 year. When I get ready to play, they come running. My white cat, Shiloh, really likes Arkanoid, as you can see. He chases the ball, and when I miss it, he looks for it at the bottom of this TV screen. I've conquered Super Mario Bros. 3 13 times. My highest score so far is over 1 million. And I can find the warp whistles. Thanks for a great game. David Lindbeck, Cape Coral, Florida. Here, kitty, kitty, kitty. Now just follow the bouncing ball. And here's a picture of the cat looking at the console, the TV console there. It's one of those 4 model consoles. I keep trying. Where there's a will, there's a way. Okay, wait. It starts here. I read the end of the letter. Okay, video spotlight. So this is the last one here. I was first introduced to the Super Mario Bros. At the arcades, and later learned through my brother-in-law, Michael Marchese, that it was available for home play with the NES. Since then, he and I have formed a permanent team and have conquered many games. We think we're one of the best teams around, and we have the record to back us up. To date, we've finished 58 games, including Super Mario Bros. 1, 2, and 3, The Legend of Zelda, The Adventure of Link, Double Dragon 1 and 2, DuckTales, Rescue Rangers, Batman, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and the list goes on and on. Here's our advice to other players. 1. Keep trying. Where there's a will, there's a way. 2. If you get stuck, take a break and look through Counselor's Corner. You're bound to find something to help you. 3. Take advantage of the game players' counselors. They've helped us. I've enclosed a picture of a mural painted the Super Mario Brothers and our favorites, so we thought it would be just right for Michael's bedroom wall. Thank you for your articles. Here's to a long partnership. Robert LeGrand, Ocala, Florida. There's the mural that you painted. Pretty nice, actually. Turtle, welcome. How's your project going? I'm really sorry I have to bail on this, but I have to finish this project fast. I have 3 days left, so I just came to say hi. Oh, that's cool. Thanks for stopping in, Turtle. That's a pretty good, good luck on your project. That's a pretty good mural there. Now we get to one of the games on the cover, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, the arcade game. I had this game, my friend had this game, my cousin and I used to play it. It's a good game because you can play 2 players at once. It's a simple beat 'em up, and it was in the middle of Turtle Mania here, and this is 1991, so it was very, very, very popular, following the first game, which I liked. This one, a lot of people had this one too. So you played as, based on the arcade game, you played as one of the 4 turtles. You could play 2-player co-op, and it's basically the arcade game. They just down-converted it for the NES and added a few new levels. And here you see the nice maps that they stitched together with the screens from the TV. Here's a new level added for the NES game, the New York in the winter. I think this is one of the new stages too, the Shogun Temple. Here's Howard and Nestor. I haven't been reading these just because it's hard to read a comic upside down. And it's hard enough to read the articles upside down, but hopefully you can see the pictures and kind of see the artwork. Hey, Lemon Shark. How's it going? Hope you're doing good. Good to see ya. Going through some more magazines here. I hopefully to get through 4 more. I'm up to January or February 1991 with Star Tropics. We just went over Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, the arcade game. And here we have Kabuki Quantum Fighter, which is a game I think developed by Kid, which made the G.I. Joe games and Kickmaster. Published by HAL Laboratories. Pretty good game. Good music in it too. Just the typical platformer. You use your hair to whip. And you can use chip energy you get like each stage you beat, get a different like power up, which uses chip energy, which you select with the select button. I never played this one as a kid either. It's just not until like last year I actually played through this one. So it's kind of still fresh in my mind. Had some tricky parts, but other than that, it's pretty fair. Classified information, you have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Fall of Foot Clan for Game Boy. Looks like a stage select, a power-up code, bonus game select. The Immortal for NES, Dr. Mario Quick Reset. Press Start A, B buttons simultaneously to reset. Super Mario Bros. 3, Anchors and Wings. I guess they're telling you where the items are. Mendel Palace. Never played Mendel Palace. Conquest of the Crystal Palace is pretty good. Hey, Soulfire, what's going on, bud? Yeah, I'm trying to go through at least 4 a night. Until I get tired of it. I'll eventually go back to Metroid again. Super Metroid. But I just felt like looking through some old magazines. It just gives me a nice feeling doing this. How are you doing, Soulfire? Lemon, I still did not. I'm sorry. I still did not check them out. It was Nintendo, Club Nintendo, right? Germany. So here's some tips for one of your favorite games, Soulfire. Crystalis, Wild Warp, and one for Journey into Silius, an option menu that gives you a sound select. Or you can, oh wow, you can increase the number of continues too. Been a slumpy day. I haven't wanted to do anything. Yeah, I hear that. Sometimes I'm like that too. I was like that earlier in the week, like Monday. Just an off day. And yes, it's called Club Nintendo in Germany. Yeah, sorry, I just, during the day I work, it just slipped my mind. I did Soulfire, and so Lemon and Soulfire, you're here. You mentioned Soulfire Discord. I did sign up for Discord, so I'm looking through it. Um, there's a lot of cool stuff you can do. Like I didn't know you could do a movie night. Like you can share a movie. So I have VLC. I could stream a movie, and then everybody could watch and like comment and stuff. And that's pretty. I'd like to do that actually, but I have to figure out how to do it. So I probably will end up setting a Discord server sometime. We could all join and talk and then watch a movie or something, and that'd be pretty cool. Journey to Silius. And then here's the cover issue, the cover of Star Tropics. And this is one you rented a lot as a kid, right? Soulfire. Star Tropics, the game with the letter that came. You had to dip in water to get the code. And post pictures and such as well. Okay. Yeah, I knew that, but the movie thing caught me off guard. I didn't know you could do that. That's pretty cool. Because I rarely watch any movies anymore. Like, I just don't. And I'd like to, maybe I'd watch more if there was more people to watch them with. You owned it. You owned it as a kid. Okay. You can stream whatever is on your PC screen. Huh. Yeah, I didn't know. I'm just learning about it right now. It seems pretty neat. So I'll probably set one up if people are interested. But that's not legal. I think if you're, well, I think Twitch has it. Well, you can't stream it on like YouTube, I know, but I think through there you can. I don't know. Will they say anything about that? I don't know. Maybe it's not. Maybe you can't do that. That would be a bummer. Listen to the village elders, the island tunnel. So they go through a lot of the game. Lighthouse laboratory. They're going through quite a bit of it. Star Tropics was a game developed in Japan for the North American audience only. Yeah, I think Netflix and Disney Plus do have that too. I do not have any of those though. I think if you stream in Discord, it's okay though, because you're not really, you're just streaming it. It's like watching with friends in a room. So I think they can't really do anything about that. It's not like you're broadcasting it to the internet. Still illegal? Yeah, that stinks. Let me see. Is it? Let me look. I guess it is. That's disappointing. Hey, Hecky Madman, how you doing? How's it going? Haven't seen you in a while. It would be fine, though. It's not like you're streaming on YouTube. That's what I thought, but it still says it's illegal. So I thought it would be fine, but I don't know. That's I know that Twitch had it built in for a while. How you doing, Hecky Madman? I haven't seen you in a while. What have you been up to? Hope you're over a heat stroke there. As long as nobody notices, it's fine. I'm doing okay. We're just talking about going through some Nintendo Power issues here and talking about streaming movies on Discord. I was going to set one up, and I didn't. Lemon said it's illegal. You get in a lot of trouble. See, I was hoping to do that, but I probably won't. I don't know. Because I was like, I rarely watch movies, and I like to watch them with other people. I think I'd watch more if I did that. How's Germany? You're in Germany too, aren't you, Hecky Madman? Hope you're over your heat stroke. So here we go. Here's more Game Boy games. You have Gremlins 2, which is a good port of the NES game. NBA game, Double Dribble, In Your Face, which is, I guess, is another basketball game. Streaming movies on Discord. Yeah, I signed up for a Discord account because I was hoping to. Soulfire recommended I set one up, and I noticed you could stream like movies and stuff there. And I thought it'd be cool to stream like a movie on Discord to everybody. Gremlins 2. I like these maps. Oh wait, this isn't a port of the NES game. This is a completely different one. It's a side scroller. So they changed it up dramatically. I might have to try this game out. I thought it was just a port of the NES game. I am mistaken. Batman, Mercenary Force, Penguin Wars, special item shortcut for Batman. These are all codes for Game Boy games. Now playing Battleship, Chase HQ, Gremlins 2, In Your Face, Jeopardy, Mousetrap Hotel, NBA All-Stars Challenge, Power Mission, and Solomon's Club are all just released. Top 10 Game Boy games. We have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Back in this, from the Sewers, Super Mario Land, Final Fantasy Legend. Rounding out the last ones are 4 is Tetris, Dr. Mario, Gargoyle's Quest. So Gargoyle's Quest was really early in the Game Boy's life. I did not know that. Batman, Kicks, Castlevania the Adventure, and Double Dragon. Next issue, you see they have Operation C and the Rescue of Princess Blobette, a boy in this blob. As long as there is no money involved, I think it's okay. Maybe. I think, yeah, it is illegal, but as long I don't think anybody's really going to search, because it's a closed server, right? Only the people who know it can see it. So it's almost like it is illegal, but so Magician. And yeah, Lemon Shark is also in Germany, Madman. So you guys are probably neighbors. That'd be funny if you were neighbors. I hope you're feeling better, Hacky Madman. I know you had some sunstroke or something there for a while. So this game I tried a little bit, the Magician, or Magician for NES, and I couldn't quite understand how to play it. I need to put more time into it, which I just didn't do. Yeah, so Hecky Madman, you haven't been in to see these, but this is like my third stream doing Nintendo Powers. So, like I said to everybody else, hey, Richard, here's Richard. Nice artwork from Magician. Yeah, how you doing, Richard? Good to see you. Good evening, good afternoon, whatever. So like I was saying, if there's a game on here that you want me to stop and go into in more detail, just let me know. I'll be happy to do that. Yeah, pretty good artwork for Magician right here. Sunstroke was horrible. That was a few weeks ago. Yeah, it was a few weeks ago, I remember. Como Oster no Warportal. I do not speak German. Sorry. Do not understand. Hecky Madman. Oh, that's where you're from. Okay. You were telling Lemon Shark where you're from. Gotcha. Mount Vunar. So this game always interested me, but I never gave it the time to really learn it. So they're explaining to you what the power meter means, what their rating system is basically here. You have graphics and sound, play control, challenge, and theme and fun, which I think, Richard, somebody asked in my stream, one of my streams, what theme fun is. I'm going to explain it right here, what Nintendo's official explanation is. Is a game fun? Do all the pieces fit? Did you like it? Super Mario Bros. 3 rates high on all counts because it meets the expectations of Super Mario Bros. Fans, all power meter categories, and then some. You've been in Frankfurt sometimes. He said he lives close to Wuppertal. Double Upper Valley. Theme fun remains as mysterious to me after that explanation as before. Sorry. I thought maybe that would help you out, but apparently it's just basically does not. So there wasn't really, you didn't miss too many letters in this one. There wasn't really any great letters. There was a kid who was moving with his family and the chair fell and busted a hole in his NES, and that's about it. Talking about sports adventure, their series of games they have pasted on the front of the boxes here. That's 200 kilometers away from me. Yeah, Germany's pretty big. So 200 kilometers is that's a far way away. 200 kilometers is 124 miles. Yeah, it's a far away. Here, Ultima Quest of the Avatar, or RPG. I never played any of the Ultima games. I don't know if you guys ever played an Ultima game. Soulfire, maybe? They always trick me because I always expect them to have like Dragon Quest battles because it looks a lot like Dragon Quest, but they're different. The battles are different in it. I heard this is a very good game though. I was afraid I lost you roasting. Nope, no roasting. They were pretty much tame letters this issue so far. Maybe the next 3 we go through will be a little more roasting on them. But nope, didn't miss anything. Yeah, I'm trying to explain because my camera's not the best and the resolution's not the best. So I'm trying to explain the best I can, and on a phone it would be even worse. So I'm trying to talk through some of this stuff. So if you guys have anything you want me to stop at and explain, that would help out. Used to have Ultima Exodus and never made it anywhere. Hard game. Yeah, I never played any. I'm curious about the Ultima games. Can't read it either, but enjoyed talks and pictures and so on. Well, that's good. So you can't read it because the resolution it's so far away. I don't have a better camera, unfortunately. 360p Lori. The internet's garbage here. Dragon Warrior 2, where's the jailer's key? Maniac Mansion, how do I open the safe? So this is the counselor's corner. Hacky Madman. So this is Nintendo Power, America's, the US's Nintendo magazine by Nintendo. I think you guys had Club Nintendo over in Germany, Lemon told me. So this is the counselor corner. These are game counselors you could call up and they give you tips. And this basically, they're writing their tips here. And you have little profiles of the counselors here. You probably can't see on your phone. But a lot of them have mullets because this is 1991. So a mullet is like long hair in the back, short hair in the front. So I like to describe these guys just so you can see kind of what their hobbies are because it explains. So this is Joe Lockhart. He's right here. He's a game counselor since 1990. Hobbies: hard rock, commercial art, black clothing, Seattle nightlife. Best accomplishment: finish Kickle Cubicle without continuing. Favorite game: Mega Man 3. Guy likes his Seattle nightlife, okay? Sean McGordrick. Hobbies: composing music, sketching, meditating, and performing. Best accomplishments: completed Maniac Mansion without saving the game once. Favorite game: Earthbound. When you level up in Ultimate, enemies level up, the enemies change and get harder, so you only level at certain parts of the game and basically do a low-level run. You only level when you talk... Oh, so it has... Oh, that's interesting. So they level up with you. I never liked that. I think Final Fantasy VIII was like that, too. Right, Club Nintendo or Nintendo Club, not sure. Still got my membership card. Really? I'd like to see that. I know Lemon was mentioning the comics. I think she wanted me to check out, and I still haven't checked them out. I think there was a Mario comic from the picture I saw. Okay, we have David Nixon. One of my friends in school was last name Nixon. Hobbies: auto racing, skiing, and windsurfing. Best accomplishments: first place in Days of Thunder. Favorite game: Castlevania 3. Eric Carlson. Hobbies: skiing, racing, motorcycles, music. Best accomplishment: finish Ninja Gaiden 2 in 1 hour, 40 minutes. Favorite game: Crystalis. Prequel comics: Zelda Ocarina of Time. Yeah, I forgot you were quite a bit younger, so you're more towards the N64 era of games. Probably N64 GameCube. So eventually, I do have, most of them just short stories. I do have N64 GameCube era Nintendo Powers, but that's a long ways down the road. We're still in 1991. Legend of Zelda tips. Legend of Zelda is still, this is 1991. It came out in 87, I think, here. So you're still having lots of tips for Zelda here, like how do I get through the Lost Woods? Where's level 7 in the first quest? How do I get the Triforce? Where's level 6, 7, and 8 in the second quest? Oh, I don't want to spoil that. I'm still playing the second quest. Where is the whistle in the second quest? I got the whistle already. Remember, it was called the Ultra 64. Yeah, it was the Nintendo 64 was called the Ultra 64 for the longest time. It was delayed. Then it finally came out. With, I think here it was Mario 64, Pilot Wings. I think that was the only 2 games that came out with it. When you started gaming, GameCube was a thing. Yeah, so that would have been around 2002, around there. N64 is still retro. Yeah, N64 is retro for me too. I consider it, yeah. I mean, it's an old system. Came out in 96, I think. Excuse me. Shadow of the Ninja here. Nice 2-player co-op ninja game like Ninja Gaiden. Never played a 2-player though. Ski or Die. Isolated Warrior, which I talked about last time. It's a fantastic game. Cryon Conquest. I played a little bit of this, but it does not have unlimited continues, so it discouraged me from playing more. I think I would like it, though. if I played it with unlimited continues. North and South is a fun game. It's basically a North USA Civil War simulator. So you go across, the Civil War. You play as the South or the North, and you fight each other in battles. And the battles are really cool. It's like this big map with these little stick figures running around with cavalry charges and stuff. It's a pretty fun game. So out here, let me read these latest NES releases. AD&D Heroes of the Lance, Flying Warriors, Galaxy 5000, The Hunt for Red October, Isolated Warrior, The Cryon Conquest, Legend of the Hero Toma, Magician, Mike Ditka's. I didn't know Legend of the Hero Toma came out. Is that for Game Boy? Mike Ditka's Big Play Football, North and South, Punisher, Kabuki Quantum Fighter, Shadow of the Ninja, Ski or Die, Star Tropics, Super Scars, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, the arcade game, Ultimate Quest of the Avatar, The Untouchables, War on Wheels, and Wayne Gretzky's Hockey. Played Your Sisters in Double Dash. I love Double Dash. It's probably one of my favorite Mario Kart games. I think I went through, getting gold on all the mirror cup, the all cup mode was like a pain, man. It's an all cup mode, if you remember, Lemon. You had to race all the cups in one long cup. So it was a ton of courses, and you had to get gold on all of them. It took forever to do. You were into the SNES, then PC, and still PC. So you're mostly PC. Yeah, and SNES was a great system. Still is a great system. Played some games with my brothers. Terranigma. Oh, I'm so jealous. I always wanted to play Terranigma, but it never came over here. Did you like Terranigma, Lemon? I've heard it's fantastic. I never played it, though. Because I love Quintexa games. They did ActRaiser, Illusion of Gaia, Soul Blazer. Secret of Mana. Yeah, I'm playing Secret of Mana right now on Switch again. I'm at the ice area with Santa Claus. I'm just leveling up my stuff right now. The Nintendo Power magazines are way more detailed than the German issues. I should look at some German ones sometimes. Zelda... Oh, we're here. Richard's already looking at the top 30. I'm sorry. Richard, you spoiled it. Richard, he loves Zelda 2. He wishes Zelda 2 could be higher in every poll he sees. No, I'm just kidding. Richard does not like Zelda 2. So he likes to get a shot in. I like Zelda 2, but Richard likes to dig on Zelda 2 a lot. I should. It's awesome. I did, Hecky Madman. Zelda 3, or A Link to the Past, I'm going to play through again after I finish Super Metroid, which I'm playing right now. Because I haven't beat Link to the Past since 1992 or 3, so I'm due to do that. I figure with the Zelda Anniversary, that's a good time to do it. Prefer Trials. Yeah, Trials of Mana is fantastic. They really made the battle system better, I think. And with the choices of characters to pick, it's a different ending, a different end boss, depending on which one of the 3 characters you pick. Hey, John! Just got here, but can't stay long. Which issue is this? Oh, yeah, hey. That's okay. This is volume 21 from February 1991. Star Tropics is on the front. The cover games are Star Tropics, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, the arcade game, and Ultimate Quest of the Avatar. We're on the top 30 here, so hopefully you can stay just for this. We'll get through the top 30. And I like to ask everybody, you were here, but I don't think John or Hecky Madman were here. I like to just go through the list here and see what's on, what games you like, what you comment, what you think should be higher, lower, whatever. So green here is favorites. They've been on anything you see with green color coding is been on the charts for a while. Blue is games that are rising up, so it might have been 5 last time, it's 3 this time. And red are brand new. So you want to keep the eye on the red and the blue. So you see Super Mario Bros. 3 is number 1. That's going to be number 1. It's 1991. It just came out. Final Fantasy just came out, number 2. Play Action Football moved up a lot. I remember a few months ago it was down around here. So it moved up to number 3. That's a huge, huge jump for it. I never played this game. You see it everywhere. I never knew anybody who had it. I never rented it. Mega Man 2, you see it's a favorite. It's slipped down to number 4. Or it's around where it's at. About number 4 was where it was at. before around here somewhere. Castlevania 3, it's moving up a lot, because before, I think it was down here a few months ago. It moved from the bottom 30, 20, up to all the way to number 5, so it really moved up. I think I watched. You think you watched them? Okay. Yeah, I did play Trials of Mana. I played through it twice, and I was playing through it, not the remake, but the actual 16-bit one. And I was playing through it a third time, but my save got erased. There was like a problem with the quick saves, and it erased my game, so I stopped playing it. I was playing it to get the other last boss and ending, but I should go back to it. Well, thanks for watching those ones, Hecky. Stream. Probably not right away. If I finish Secret of Mana, I'm probably going to go on to something else. I know for sure I'm going to be doing A Link to the Past again. Yeah, the SNES one. That's be the one I would stream. It wouldn't be the remake, because I like the SNES one a lot. Like Dr. Mario, love TMNT 2. Yeah, I think everybody had this game, John, right? I mean, I had it, my cousin had it, my friend had it, TMNT 2. Where's that on the list here? I'm surprised it didn't make this list. So we were at Castlevania. Really? Yeah, I'm not a big Tetris fan either, Richard. Tetris is still up there. I mean, it's number 9. It's still in the top 10. Super Tecmo Bowl is the only NES Focal game you need. I only ever played Tecmo Bowl. You weren't exposed to Mega Man until college. I think you did, and it was X. Didn't you first play X, or was that somebody? That was another friend of yours who played X a lot, I think. Was that Charles who played X a lot? You might have told me it was, you probably did, and I just forgot. What was the first Mega Man game you played, John? Tetris is addicting and easy to pick up and play. Yeah, I think that's probably why a lot of parents played it. Yeah, Castlevania 3 is great. It's a tough game. There are different... Like, if you go the whole way to the dungeons, it's harder, and you can make it easier on you by picking the other routes. There's like 3 different main routes you can go, which are hard, easy, medium, hard. Which one do I have? I have the Trials of Mana Super Nintendo version, so it would be Sekiryu Setsu 3 Lemon. I played through it twice. I was playing through it a third time, but I quick saved and then went back, and it erased my game. Yeah, save crashes are the worst. Like to see a playthrough? Okay, well, maybe something. Maybe not right away. I don't know when though. I want to play Link to the Past and beat that again. And I want to finish Mana, Secret of Mana. Yeah, I guess I could start. I don't see why I couldn't start a playthrough of that sometime. Always wondered how the writers managed to come up with something original to say every month. Yeah, we were talking about the letters. I know Richard here for sure mentioned that a lot of the letters seem kind of made up. And I never thought about that until he brought that up. Some of them kind of did seem... There was one about a kid who read Nintendo Power and it cured his eyesight. And he could see better. And the doctor was amazed. And that sounded kind of fake. You played X first. That's not... Maybe you did tell me that then. They're still updating Tecmo Bowl. They make a new ROM hack every year with current players and stats. I did hear about that so far. That's pretty cool. I've never played Super Tecmo Bowl on the NES, just the original. Which endings? I did Kevin's ending, you know, that one, and Duran's ending. I think that, you know, there's a left one character group, the middle, and then the right. I did the left and middle, and then I still have to do the right ending group. By this time, the novelty wore off, and people came to these senses to realize, Richard, this hatred you have for Zelda 2 is you should play it. No, I'm not gonna. No, it's fine. You don't have to like Zelda 2. That's fine. I understand. You could also stream. I want to play Terranigma, but I do not have it. I'd have to play it through a ROM, which I do. I would like to play Terra Enigma a lot. I guess I could get a translation of it, or just play a ROM. I'd probably do on the internet and play it. There's a translation ROM, or you can play the European ROM, I think, because that's one we never got here. I was jealous of you guys in Europe getting it. I tried some speedrunner tricks at Super Metroid, but even the save states I awful. Yeah, I'm slow. I play games really slow. I'm not a speedrunner at all, so I don't really. Yeah, there's a lot of you can skip so much in Super Metroid, which I'm close to the end of that. I just have to get the screw attack and beat Ridley and fight Mother Brain. No, I heard of the Black Rabbite, but I don't even know where he's at. So I did not fight the Black Rabbite in Trials of Mana. You hate Wind Waker with passion? Really? Can I ask you why? Yes, the UK, so it's in English anyway. Okay, so yeah, I could play the UK patch. Slow too, but some items, you know, too hard. Yeah. Yep, I understand. I think you have to kill like 1,000 rabbis to change them. Oh, so you played Trials too, Soulfire. Black Rabbite is in the Dragon Cave. So I think that was the final cave in one of the endings I did. I think that was Duran's Cave. I forget that ending. Because there's like 3 main protagonists depending on who you pick or something. It's a neat game. I do like it better than the first Secret of Mana. So where were we at? Dr. Mario. TMNT, the arcade game right here. So they're brand new, 7 and 8. They bust in at the top 10 right there. That's how big sellers they were. Tetris, Legend of Zelda still hanging on, 14 months at number 10. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the first game, Destiny of the Emperor, Mega Man 3, Tecmo Bowl, and Ghostbusters 2 round out the top 15. And then next group, you have Mario 2, Dragon Warrior 2, Ninja Gaiden 2, Maniac Mansion, WrestleMania, Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link, Wizardry, Battle of Olympus, Fester's Quest, Rescue Rangers, brand new, busts in the top 30, Mega Man, Batman, Shadowgate, Solstice, and Pinbot. So there you got questions, comments. I know Richard is glad to see Zelda 2 out of the top 10. The ocean is empty and boring. The boat is slower than a snail. You need to play that stupid song every time you want to change directions. Try 400 is torture. Yeah, that last part. Only the 4 dungeons is the biggest part where I don't like Wind Waker as much as everybody else, because you just get into it and then you go on. Oh, I'm going to go to the next dungeon, and then this fish just hands you the next thing you need, and it's kind of a letdown. It seemed like it needed more dungeons and more stuff. But I like the look of it. I like the sound of it. I just wish there was more dungeons to it. And the sailing stuff, yeah. When I first played it, that wasn't too bad because I sailed everywhere and I found stuff. But on replays, yeah, it's a pain to sail for some people. Vlade Divac, a celebrity profile. He was a basketball player for the Los Angeles Lakers. And to be honest, Zelda 3 is one of my favorite games, but I think I never finished any other Zelda game. Well, I've only finished Zelda 3 once as a kid. I played it since then, but never did much past the Dark World, so I'm not too familiar with it. So I want to play that one next, for sure, after I beat Super Metroid. If you're interested in any other Zelda games, you got a lot you can play. Hacky Madman, a ton you can play. Link Between Worlds, if you could play that, that's a really good follow-up to Link to the Past you could play. That's really good. I think you'd love that one if you like Zelda 3. It's really good. And unlike Link to the Past, I finished Link Between Worlds like 4 times, I think. I'd like to praise the lack of Zelda 2, and I'm impressed Pinbot made the top 30. Chrysalis really intrigues me. I never heard of it before. So, yeah, Pinbot is like a Just a pinball game, but it busted in there right at the top. It just made the top 30. Brand new. Zelda 2 really dropped, to my dismay. Legend of Zelda is still hanging in top 10 after 14 months. Zelda 2 really was high, and then it kept dropping and dropping until it's actually out of the top 20 now. And Crystalis is an SNK RPG. It's fun, except you got to switch your weapons all the time sometimes, and it's a little annoying for that. But other than that, it's great. Great music. It's fun to fight stuff in that game, minus the weapon switching. Most islands are empty. Yeah, they are. Looks horrible. You think it looks horrible? I disagree with that. I think it looks great. Mini games. Yeah, well, I like the Sploosh one with that guy who says Sploosh. I think Link Between Worlds is terrible. And oh, you don't like A Link Between Worlds either. Wow. Link to the Past is great. I got it in 3DS last year, but didn't finish Link Between Worlds. So you have it, okay. Played other Zelda games, but never finished them. Yeah, fair enough. The item ransom. Yeah, I don't like the item. Damn it. I would have rather had you find the items in the dungeons. I agree with that. That's the only. I mean, that's really the only thing I didn't really like about that game. NES Achievers, is there anybody from Pennsylvania here? Erie, PA. Crystalis finished it. That's near me. We're close, a few hundred miles. It'll be 75 miles to the north. Pittsburgh, that's where I'm at. Ryan Federick and Tim McCormick finished Ninja Gaiden. Good job, guys. It's a tough one. That's cool how they sent both their names in. People put both their names like they co-op with each other. I like that. Like they sent both their names in as finishing it. That's pretty awesome. Yeah, so casual and not at the same time. Yeah, so for finishing Ninja Gaiden 2. Every dungeon only uses 2 items, which you get told at the entrance, and ran it into the ground, which made the dungeons. Yeah, that's a valid point. I mean, I didn't think Zelda's formula needed changed at all. I liked getting the item in a dungeon, using the item in that dungeon. I think that was great. But they were trying something new with that, and they really went off the rails with Breath of the Wild with that. Adventure Island 2, the only Adventure Island I ever beat. I was thinking about playing 3, because I want to beat 3, because I like 2 a lot. Star Wars coming out for the NES. Double Dragon 3. Okay, Soulfire, thanks for stopping in and saying hey. Have a good evening. Here we go, Super Famicom Showcase. During the Las Vegas CES, Nintendo of America Inc. called a special press conference to announce the next generation 16-bit Super Nintendo should introduce in America in September of 1991. Due to the huge demand to this system in both Japan and the US, quantities will likely be limited to a first production will be increased in 1992 to fill as much of the demand as possible. We'll let you know more in the next month's issues. So this is the 3rd time in these magazines we've heard of the Super NES. They're still showing this version here, which we didn't get this design of it. We got a different design, which I like the NES North American design of it. I like this one too, but I like the NES art design of it too. I like that they changed the formula in Breath of the Wild. You like that? See, I liked when I first played it. I liked it a lot. The world was so fun to explore. And then I tried to replay it again for my 3rd time, and I just couldn't get into it anymore. I still like it, but I like it less than when I first played it. I miss the traditional Zelda stuff. In Link Between Worlds, they didn't change the formula. Yeah, I don't think what they did in Link Between Worlds quite worked. I wish they would have kept it, the items in the dungeon things. It was still a great game. I love Link Between Worlds a lot. Star Wars SNES. I see my jumping to rage on the controller. Was that you who played that one? I think you told me you played it and it was really hard. So they're talking about SimCity. You see Miyamoto here with Will Wright. So this is a PC port designed for they redesigned it for the Super Nintendo. I had this one with my Super Nintendo along with F-Zero and Super Mario World. Scat for the NES. Totally Rad, which is a fun game. It's kind of average, but it's pretty fun. Good graphics on it. Wolverine and Terminator games. The Game Handler has a controller with one hand. Swordmaster. This game intrigues me. Among Activision's projects on the horizon was Swordmaster, a fantasy arcade-style action game. Swordmaster features big characters and very fluid animation. You take control of an armored knight as he journeys through a variety of interesting settings. You start out armed with a sword, but as you gain experience, you can don the cloak of a magician and cast spells. The double-scrolling background graphics were particularly impressive. We hope to have an Activision's other games, Die Hard, Mech Warrior, Ultimate Air Combat, and Alien vs. Predator for next year's next issue. So we talk about Adventures of Lolo 3 coming out, Space Shuttle Simulator, Microprose design games for the NES. They're talking about F-15 Strike Eagle. Little Mermaid coming out, which is a fun game. My friend had that. Bandai's coming out with The Rocketeer, Legends of the Diamonds baseball game, two-player Pac-Man, a Nintendo Sports set with a control deck, a satellite, and Super Spike V-Ball and Nintendo World Cup. Wolverine Terminator 2 crossover. So the Wolverine Terminator 2 thing, they're separate games. So Wolverine was got its own NES game published by LJN, and Terminator 2 got its own NES game. Neither were very great. I think I rented the Terminator 2 game, and it was not that great. Let's see what they have to say. Marvel Comics Mutant Mayhem, the X-Men's Wolverine, will star in a future NES game from LJN. Since the title is still a ways off, little information was available. Although the Wolverine character of the comics is known as a scrapper, we hope LJN includes his other mutant abilities, super senses and quick healing, in the game along with the cutting-edge action. Another future licensed product from LJN is the game based on the long-anticipated sci-fi thriller Terminator 2 Judgment Day. Arnold says he'll be back again since the game was just announced. Recently, we don't have many details yet. We hope to find out more soon. From the teaser we've seen for the movie, this could be hot. Enough Zelda rant? Yeah. That's okay, you can let it out. Yeah, it was you. You watched me play through most of Indiana Jones' Greatest Adventures on Super Nintendo. And then we were talking about Super Star Wars. You said, have I ever played them, I think? I said no. But I was actually thinking about playing those the other day. I almost put those into play. I picked Super Metroid instead. Link Between Worlds was a casual, nice retro event. Maybe I'll finish it. Yeah, it's a fun game. I mean, there are problems with it, like that renting system. I don't really care for it. You like the DS Zeldas? Those are two I beat, and I can't remember much about them. Besides the flute and Spirit Tracks, I like them a lot. IGN is famous for great games, or... Oh, LJN. LJN, well, they published a lot of games, a ton of games, but they didn't develop them. They hired out different developers to make them. A lot of them were not that great. They were an acquired taste. But some of them were okay, like, what's that one I like? There's an LJN game I like. Oh, I can't remember, sorry. But some of them were okay. You mean the N64 Zelda port to DS? I think she was talking about the Spirit Tracks and Phantom Hourglass, which were the DS touchscreen ones. The Rainbow of Death. Yeah, as video game was the angry video game nerd said, laughing, joking, numbnuts. LJN responsible for those games lost interest immediately. So you want me to play this? I have you want me to play the SNES Star Wars games? I have Super Star Wars and I think Return of the Jedi. I don't have Empire. Spirit Tracks has best Zelda. Yeah, laughing, joking, numbnuts for LJN. AVGN, yeah, some of his older episodes, I still watch them and get a kick out of it. I love his older stuff, man. It's still hilarious, because I was growing up, that's exactly how I felt. I also love that they grew together even more than in Cyrus Sword. Oh, yeah, so you think in Spirit Tracks, yeah, well, in Spirit Tracks, Zelda was actually a playable spirit. She could like haunt armor and go around the dungeon with you, which was really cool. Yeah, more delay. There is a delay, yeah. So I'm trying to talk to everything, but it's kind of slow. I think I like Spirit Tracks more than Phantom Hourglass. So, next issue, we still have more Star Tropics Metal Storm, which I think is on the front cover. G.I. Joe, which is fantastic. It's a kid-developed game. In special hardware report next month, we'll report on Nintendo Entertainment System hardware and how it works. That'll be interesting. For anyone who ever wondered how on-screen characters in action are created. There you see my old address there, when I was 11 years old. Okay, next up we have Nintendo Power Volume 22, and this is from, I think, March 1991? Yeah, March 1991. You see Metal Storm is on the front cover here. This is my copy here I've had since then. You also see Star Tropics Guide Part 2, G.I. Joe plus Nestor Awards, call for ballots. So they're calling for more Nestor Awards. We can pick those and see what wins next issue. That'll be fun. My favorite Star Wars SNES game is Empire, because it's the hardest. Not to say the other games are easy. So Empire is the harder he thinks harder. Oh, when Madman mentioned AVGN, he said it around 20 or 30 seconds after my stream. Yeah, so I don't know how the delay is, but it's worse for you, it seems like you're saying. Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Yep, that's where I'm at. Pittsburgh. I remembered your... I couldn't pronounce where you said you were from in Germany. Quite. I know Lemon's from Frankfurt. But you mentioned where you were from, too. I think the delay is about 30 seconds. So you tested it out. About 30 seconds. So when he said Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and I repeated that, there was a delay of about 30 seconds. Congratulations on finishing another issue. I love Metal Storm. I discovered it. So you did play Metal Storm, huh? Okay. Gotta run? Okay, John. Thanks for stopping by, John. Hope to see you soon. Have a good night. Raider von Wald is this city. Okay. So that was about 20 or 30 seconds, yeah. Welcome to another great issue of Nintendo Power. We have, so we're talking about more Nestor Awards here, basically. Here's the table of contents. Mailbox, which is my favorite. Wheel in front of Forest. What a weird name. Wheel in front of Forest. Is that what that means? Ritter von World? Okay, so here we're going to read some letters here. Mailbox. Now I switch the page for you? To the page with the mailbox. Wow, that was about 30 seconds, huh? Okay. Almost very nice one for the delay. I was desperate to become a Nintendo game player counselor that I wrote to the Mickey Mouse Club telling them about my dream. They decided to help me make it come true. They flew my parents and I to Seattle, Washington, near Nintendo of America's headquarters. I toured Nintendo of America, and a camera crew videotaped me for 12 hours with real gameplay counselors. Boy, was I tired. I met Kim Racy, she's cool, and Howard Phillips, the game master. I'll never forget that day. They showed the videotape sessions on the Disney Channel. It was a total desperate act, but it worked. James Wong, La Miranda, California. Mickey Mouse Club, every Saturday in Germany. I've never seen that. Never seen the Mickey Mouse Club. I'm surprised it was over there. I thought that was just the North American thing. I didn't know it was overseas too. When I got the Nintendo Power Strategy Guide featuring Super Mario Bros. 3, I read it from cover to cover. I got my first chance to play Super Mario Bros. 3 at my cousin's house, and I immediately fell in love with it. I played for so long that my cousins accused me of hogging his NES. I really wanted Super Mario Bros. 3, so I left the strategy guide on my father's chair so he could see how wonderful the game was. He didn't seem to notice, though. He just moved it. Next, I tried hinting to my uncle. I sat beside him, reading the strategy guide, sighing my head off, and humming the Super Mario Bros. Song. He didn't seem to get the idea. Then I thought I'd play it cool. When my mom asked me what I wanted for my birthday, I said that nobody had to get me anything. When she asked again, I said, well, maybe Super Mario Bros. 3. My 2-year-old brother was the biggest help. I got him to say something about Super Mario Bros. 3 several times a day. On my birthday, I got 3 packages. Only one was the size of an NES game pack, so I opened it. First, imagine how disappointed I was to find a shirt. I was sure that the last package wasn't a game pack because it was the size of a small suitcase, but when I opened it, there was another package inside. That was much smaller. I opened it to find a box with a picture of a mustached man with a raccoon tail. Justin Unga, Phoenix, Arizona. That's a nice story. Yeah, the Mickey Mouse Club, it was over here. I know for sure. Yeah, these guides were, the guides here, the first 4 guides they ever made were given away as with your subscription to Nintendo Power. He did get Super Mario Bros. 3. He got it in a suitcase. It was they wrapped it in a huge box and they put another box inside of it, which parents tended to do here. Or a lot of places, they put your box you really want into another box of a different size. I was desperate to get Super Mario Bros. 2 when I first came out. All the stores were either sold out or they wanted more than I had saved at the time. I had saved $54 thinking that I might be able to make a deal. I started calling friends who had it. I called about 24 people before one friend said he considered parting with it. He would sell it for $54. Though we negotiated, I ended up trading 7 of my baseball cards worth about $132. I was desperate, but it got Super Mario Bros. 2, so it was worth it. Chris White, Syracuse, New York. Every Saturday you sent a postcard to Disney Club for that Price game and never got any shit. Every Saturday you sent a postcard for a game on there? There was a game that you used to play and you never won it? I don't think I've ever won anything like that either. Screw you, Walt Disney. Hey, they were hurting then. I mean, in the 80s, they were really hurting. They really, really hurting. I think Little Mermaid saved them. I wanted to get Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles for the Game Boy, but my mom said that I couldn't. Then in school, they started an orchestra. I thought I'd like to play the whole violin, but my mom wanted me to play the cello and said that she'd buy me the game and a battery pack if I'd play the cello. Why? What kind of mom would dissuade her son from playing the violin and want him to force him to play the cello? Like, what's wrong with the violin? Did she like cello that much? Why? What is this mother's infatuation with her to play the... Anyway, it sounded like a good deal to me, so I agreed. I really liked TMNT, but I still hated playing the cello. My neighbor got TMNT for Game Boy and it was jealous. Yeah, the one for Game Boy is okay. It's a very early Game Boy game. They came out with 2 other ones. It's like a side-scrolling one. It's pretty fun. I like the 3rd one a lot, the Radical Rescue. It's like a exploration platform kind of Metroid game. Thinking big. Oh, excuse me. I'm a 5th grader at Walt Whitman High School in Woodbury, New York. For a school assignment, we had to make a Think Big or Pop art project. I always play Game Boy and really enjoy it, so I decided to make a Think Big Game Boy. My Game Boy is 50 inches tall, 34 inches wide, and 5.5 inches thick. I've enclosed the photograph so you can see just how big it really is. So yeah, it's a pretty big Game Boy. I think her buttons are a little small there, but I mean that's still pretty cool. My kids can play whatever they want. That's cool. These kids are not quite as mockable. Violin, greater than cello, though. Yeah, I mean, I tried the... That one I really wanted to know, why would I just don't understand why a mother would... Mom, I really want to play an instrument. That's great. What do you want to play? The violin. No, you're going to play the cello, damn it. Like, why? Who would do that? Fun fact, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles was renamed Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles because Yeah, I actually know that. I actually asked Hazme when she was here, I think. I never got an answer as to why. I think ninjas were pretty not very well received in Europe, as well as nunchucks, which weren't well received, so I had to change it to ninjas, from ninjas to heroes. Smallest violin in the world. I want to play the drums, but my parents were against it. Well, that I can kind of see, because drums, loud beating, kids beating on drums. But if anything, you'd think the violin would be better for a kid because it's smaller. I don't know. It's just weird. Wrap it up. My brothers, my friend, and I wrote a rap song about a few of your games. We hope that you like it. Okay, this will be fun to read. Here we go. I'm going to read the rap song. Let me switch this around so I can read it better. My name is Matthew Barup. I'm here to say I like Nintendo in a crazy way. Super Mario Bros. 3 is awesomely cool, but in Mario 3 the Koopas are dudely cruel. Double Dragons is neat, but Part 2 is better. You need to be smart or Vanna won't turn your letter. Dr. Wily is quack, but Mega Man is quicker. And as for a good snack, munch on a Snickers. Ninja Turtles are green and they love to fight. Heroes in the half shell. Alright. Chip and Dale are small and they have buck teeth. They have to fight Fat Cat and Dog with no leash. Simon Belmont is brave and he has no geek. He has to fight Dracula, who is a freak. The Dark Knight in black, the Joker needs bail. He has to fight just to save Vicky Vale. The Simpsons are coming to Nintendo, yo. They better hurry, 'cause I got to go. Music is great to straighten you out the mind, but Nintendo is cool if you want to unwind. So yo, 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 homeboy. Corey Cardwell, Matthew, Jamie, and David Barup, Rome, New York. I think it's an Europe thing, not only in Germany. Ninja Turtles sounded too harsh, so it was changed to Hero Turtles. Yeah, that's what I heard. Because you guys had a whole NES set that was packaged with that first NES game, I think. As rap was a thing. Yeah, rap was a big thing, but it was always that same kind of rap. In Brazil, they cut out the teenage part because they thought the name was too long. Did you tell me that before? What were they... I think you told me that before. It was called something like Ninja Turtles. That's all it was called. What's the thing today? I don't want to know. There's still rap today, but it's a lot different. Rap was not the mainstream, so that's when people said rap, that's what you thought of, that kind of thing. The German cut from Saints Row. I never played a Saints Row 2 game. German version of Half-Life was in tears back then. Mutant Ninja Turtles, that was it. That's weird how some countries think that's ninja. Well, yeah, they're Europe's like ninjas. No, they're too violent. Brazil's like ninja, teenage part. That's too long. Ninjas are okay, but teenage that's too long. No. Yo, dog, video games are pretty cool. You should Nintendo or something, man. Hey, Ninja, welcome. How you doing, Ninja? Did you hear my the kids rap that I just sang? Maybe you missed it. It's a nice Nintendo rap they had. Zach will be back. I'm so proud of my 7-year-old brother, Zach Pryor. He competed at the Nintendo World Championships in Milwaukee and Atlanta and placed 3rd. Zach had the top scores when he hit the finals and got to sit in the throne. My dad took him on his first plane trip to Atlanta to compete. He said that he has never met a nicer bunch of people than the ones at the contest. All of them made the kids feel like winners. I've even closed a picture of Zach with Terry, one of the NWC announcers. Next year, I hope to go to the NWC. Zach's sister, Penny Pryor. German game censorships are funny. In general, you should look at a video about it. And more robots than Japan. Well, I know Probotector was a thing, which was the Konami censorship over there. I noticed it, Ninja. I'm sorry if I didn't. Sometimes my way of speaking over the internet might not be as very noticeable, but I think I thought that's what you were talking about. Please don't mention the German version of Command & Conquer Generals. Do you guys have Wolfenstein games over there? Probotector equals Conquer 3. There's also, I think, wasn't there the NES game came out as Probotector over there too, right? I'm curious if you guys have the Wolfenstein games over there, because there's a lot of like World War II Nazis and stuff in there. I don't know if you even have that over there. I mean, the one where everyone became a robot. Yeah, that was Probotector. That was Contra over here, and I think you guys took out the human shooting the main characters in Contra and made them robots and called them Probotectors. I think the first game for NES was called that, and the one for the third one, like Hacky Madman said, is Probotector as well for Super Nintendo. Yes, we have Wolfenstein, but they are robots, and none has a swastika. The last Wolfenstein was uncensored, I think. Okay, 2 to 3 years ago, the first one of its kind. Okay, so 2 to 3 years ago, that was they left it as is. Okay. Okay, thanks. I was just curious about that. The Power Fest concluded in December with the Nintendo World Championship Finals. So 11 and under, you got, these are the winners of it. Jeff Hansen, 12 to 17, Thor Ackerland, 18 and over, Robert Whiteman. So here we get to our cover game. This is Metal Storm. Very fun game. Has unlimited continues, so I can actually beat it. Has a great explosion effect when your mech gets exploded. Has a good gravity mechanic. You can flip the gravity up and down too. And you have to do that to progress through some of the stage. I think it's IRAM makes it. So they covered quite a bit of this game. Covered a lot of it. One example in Command & Conquer Generals were the terrorists with bombs, you know, in the Durbin version it would change to a bomb on wheels. Excuse me, a bomb on wheels like in the Mario game. Oh, like a bomb. Really? That's funny, almost silly. That's really silly. I've never played the Command & Conquer games. They're like turn-based, I think. Howard and Nestor. Part 2 of the Star Tropics playthrough. It's ridiculous. Sounds kind of weird. I think Command & Conquer, which one had Tim Curry in it? I know the actor. I think he was in one of them. Oh yeah, this part, the Ghost Village part, I got stuck on the most. There's this little hidden area you gotta go in. It took me forever to figure out. But they have a whole maps of these dungeons, like RTS games. Real-time strategy, which I never got. I never really liked those games too much. Or real-time strategy games. They weren't my cup of tea. Here's the parrot on the front. He's actually a character, and you have to give him a worm, and he gives you the password to play on the piano. So you've really covered Star Tropics very well. If you had this Star Tropics in this magazine, you could pretty much go through the game no problem. I don't know if they go in another issue with the last part of it, but that's most of the game right there. Mega Man 3 weapons and power charts. They tell you which weapon and which enemy boss and how much damage it does. So Arm Cannon against Sparkman does 28 damage. I think that's how it goes. Or it takes 28 shots to kill him. Spark Shot against Sparkman only takes 7 shots to kill him. And so on. So you can see which weapon does the most damage. Pretty neat. Silver Surfer, password, power. Cowabunga Corrections, the arcade game. It takes extra quarters to extend your foot on the NES. So I think this is, they're correcting a code to get extra turtles to start the game with, I think. You bought Zelda 3 with an additional walkthrough issue, like a DLC or something. Oh, so you got Zelda 3 and it came with like a walkthrough, like guide that you had with? That's pretty cool. Do you still have that? Shadow of the Ninja, hidden items. Classic codes, the Konami code, up, up, down, down, left, right, BA, start. And they're telling you what games this works for. Contra, Life Force, Gradius, and Nemesis. Guardian Legend, enter TGL as your password. A special adventure and skip the labyrinth. So it's just like all the shooting stages together. It skips the labyrinth stages. You still have that issue? That's cool. Adventure Island 2. There were some special editions like Secret Event and a big box include the box. Really? So a lot of those role-playing games had special... So your Zelda one came with something like that, you're saying? It came in a big box, too? Is that what you're saying? What's this thing look like here? I gotta look at this. find it. This might be it. Yeah, there it is. Comes with the strategy guide. Wow, that's pretty cool. Zelda Gold Pack. I never knew that was a thing. Yeah, the guide was the Nintendo Player's Guide. One of the better Player's Guides. Saints Row 2, they hide every dead body. And so on in the cutscenes behind a black screen with... We apologize, very bad things happen behind this screen. It's pretty funny. Never played Saints Row. Okay, back to the issues here. Got Adventure Island 2. Got beautiful maps laid out. Game Boy, we have Operation C, a nice Contra game on the Game Boy, and sequel to A Boy and His Blob on Game Boy. Operation C. So I guess you guys would call it Operation Pro. I don't know what it was called in... Probably still Operation C over in Europe. They probably had still the robots fighting instead of the humans. Bill Reiser. And what was the other guy's name? In this game, there was Bill Reiser and Lance something, I think. Storm, maybe? I was a little kid, about 8 or 9, and I would never beat in a game without the guide. Yeah, the guide's pretty cool. I do not have that guide. I would like to have that guide. I think I have a PDF of it. It was still hard. Yeah, some of the stuff, like Zelda 3 is no joke. I mean, you got to know where to go in that game. I mean, for people who say, yeah, it's easy, but you played it. You know, people who say it's easy have played it over and over. Like, some of the secrets in that were pretty well hidden. Boy and His Blob. DuckTales. Castlevania. The Adventure, Boomer's Adventure in ASCII World. Fortress of Fear. Power Mission. Now playing for Game Boy, Chess Master, Kung Fu Master, Operation C, Boy and His Blob, Rescue of Princess Blobette, Roland's Curse, Solomon's Club, Spot, and WWF Super WrestleMania. Game Boy Top 10, Super Mario Land, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Final Fantasy Legend, Dr. Mario, and Gargoyle's Quest. With Tetris, Castlevania, Batman, Play Action, Football, and Golf rounding out the top 10. RC Pro Import coming out. And it still is hard. Good thing about Contra, only details were changed. Yeah, that thing about Contra, they could keep the name right. They kept the name Operation C and only changed probably to the robots instead. So, Hecky is 37. Lemon's 20. Lemon, I think, yeah, she's the youngest one here. Yeah, so I think she was born in 97, right? I think you were, Lemon. And she said that GameCube is her nostalgic system. Yeah. Retro is super. I was 5 or so. That's 1997. So you had a Game Boy 97, 99, 2000. Yeah, you would have been, yeah, 5 or so, yep. So it's interesting that, so you would think, Lemon, that you would love, you would love Wind Waker because that's the one that was around when you were at that age, you know? But you ended up liking Link to the Past more, which is way before your time, which is very interesting. I like that. SNES got that nice satellite add-on, only in Japan thingy. Oh, the Satellaview thing that used to broadcast over the cable, broadcast of live announcements. So here they're talking about all the what's inside your NES. 72-pin connector, RF modulator, the controller. The RF modulator basically transmits like an RF radio frequency to your TV. I think that's how it works. The pixel processing unit right there. The CPU right there. There's a Zilog. What's the CPU of it? The Zilog something? I forget. The graphics, they're explaining how pixels work, viewing area, scrolling, why that's a big deal. So Mario can scroll one way, Metroid two ways, RF versus RGB. Now RGB is a huge thing, but back then, like, this was the first instances. Kids like me probably ever heard of RGB. The NES sends RF signals to the TV, but can also send composite videos using the AV cable. Arcade games like the PlayChoice 10 use RGB, and the resulting picture is generally better. A new view, you have Game Boy, their pixel colors makeup. Just says into the future, so they have 1993, 95, 97, 2000, 2005, and 2010 is the latest they go up to. They're speculating here, so we'll have to read some of this. My favorite Zelda was the one from Twilight Princess. She was so regal and majestic. Yeah, Twilight Princess is a good game. I like Twilight Princess a lot. She helped you out a lot in that final DOS fight, though. I think she was fighting with you, too, that whole time. My cousin got the NES. I wanted the Game Boy and finally got the SNES. So your cousin got the NES. You wanted a Game Boy, but you finally got an SNES. That's sweet. So you were able to play some NES stuff from your cousin. My first Zelda was Ocarina of Time, I think. Okay, so that was still before your time. And my favorite is Spirit Tracks, okay. Not because of the luck. Still got an N64 with Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask. How much she was part of the story. You like Spirit Tracks because how she was part of the story. Yeah, she was in Spirit Tracks, she was very useful. She was a big part of that story. You needed her to get some through the dungeons. So we talked about LGJN. One of my favorite games, the Incredible Crash Dummies. Really? I don't think I've ever played that. I knew Vince and Larry the Crash Dummies. They're very popular around here. I never played any of those games, though. I know there was an NES and Super Nintendo one. So is that a good game? Do you like that? I mean, do you think it's a generally okay game once you learn how to play it? Then I played Twilight Princess. So Ocarina of Time, then Twilight Princess. Wind Waker came much later. Wait, I thought Twilight came after Wind Waker, didn't it? So, but you played Twilight before Wind Waker. I played it completely out of order. Okay, but I finished them all. Sweet. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Have you played the HD versions of them yet on Wii U or anything? Because they're pretty good. I think they fixed the sailing a little bit in the HD version. The Game Boy version of Crash Test Dummies. Yes, okay. Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, you got a real interesting first Zelda experiences there. I like that. My first was the first Zelda, and then I played, I think of Zelda 2 a little bit, and then 3, and then I played them basically in order. And then I finally finished Zelda 2 like maybe 5 years ago. Played the HD versions, but never finished Twilight Princess HD. The Wind Waker HD, sorry. Still didn't improve for you enough, huh? Well, that's fine. I mean, I still like Wind Waker, but there are problems with it, like the lack of dungeons and such. I think that they had a crunch. They were trying to get it out, to get a GameCube game out, and they kind of rushed it and cut some stuff. No. Just as in the rest, the computer industry, video game technology is racing forward. New 16-bit game systems like the Super Famicom are leading the way. But what is the real difference between the new systems and the traditional 8-bit systems like the NES and Game Boy? Speed of processing is the main difference. This is the Super Nintendo 16-bit chip. In an 8-bit system, you can describe 256 individual things, such as color, whereas in a 16-bit system, you can describe 65,536 individual things. The possibilities are tremendous, but the final result, as always, depends more on creative programming than the speed of the microprocessor. Yep. You have to have creative minds to make good games. Richard, your first Zelda was Zelda 1 and 2, insert puke emoji. Then A Link to the Past, which is your favorite Zelda. 2D Zelda, I should say. Not your favorite 2D Zelda. I know what your favorite is. The Game Boy version of Crash Test Dummies is about memorization, and it gets harder with every difficulty. But I still like it. I can see myself jumping on the SNES Super Game Boy. On my SNES Super Game Boy. No, wait. You still have your Super Game Boy? That's cool. So you still have that Game Boy version of Crash Test Dummies then? I like Miyamoto said a delayed game can be good, but a rush game is forever bad. Yeah, something like that. He said something like a famous quote like that, I think. I don't know what that was in response for. Maybe it was that game. Maybe it was Wind Waker. My favorite 2D is... Yeah, Minish Cap's fantastic. I love Minish Cap. Eslo the Hat. That good soundtrack on that game. Some days I wake up and got melodies of Yoshi's Island. Oh, Yoshi's Island! You like Yoshi's Island? I love Yoshi's Island. It's the last Super Nintendo game. One of the last Super Nintendo games I got. Got a Super Game Boy for SNES, but I never owned the Game Boy. I think a lot of people did that. If I was smart, I would have did that as a kid. Borrow games from friends. I think I had a chance to get a Game Boy, and I might have turned it down because I thought black and white. Why do I want this when I could play on my regular TV? So this game is great. G.I. Joe is great. NES game made by Kid. It's kind of maze-like in some areas, but you pick between your Joes you want to fight as. They each have different abilities. Like Gridiron is the best with weapons. Duke is the most average. Snake Eyes, Blizzard, and so and such. You rescue them, then you can fight with you. The maps were huge. You see here. You had to plant bombs in every other mission on these bases, and they got bigger and bigger and bigger. You had to plant a set amount of bombs. See how they're getting bigger. They did make a sequel for NES, The Atlantis Factor, which is just as good. It's really good too. So now playing. You didn't play a lot of... Yeah, I didn't play my first Game Boy game until probably the Game Boy Advance. Cool thing was, as a kid, Game Boy... Yeah, they were a lot cheaper. They were like $30 here, I think, in America. Only Mystic Quest, Final Fantasy Adventure, Sega Densetsu 1, which is Final Fantasy Adventure. Link's Awakening, Pokemon, and the Mario and Wario Land games. Well, those are still pretty good games. Final Fantasy Adventure is very... I like Final Fantasy Adventure. I only played through it once. There was a part where I thought I got stuck because I couldn't find a certain drop I needed to get out of a dungeon, but luckily I got it. Link's Awakening I never finished until I was an adult. And then the remake, did you play the remake, Lemon? Did you like the remake? I hope you liked the remake, because I liked the remake a lot. The Wario Lands games are fantastic. I was talking the other day, I wish they'd release a new Wario Land game like in that style, but with Wario and Waluigi. That would be great. I spent some money because Game Boy games sucked. I did not have a Game Boy. Right, okay. I think in 2010 I got a Game Boy for only Pokemon. Not a fan of Pokemon, but I like the RPG style. You like the RPG style, but not a fan of Pokemon. I've never played a Pokemon. 6 golden coins. Yeah, I like 6 golden coins. The difficulty in that game is like level, and then once you get to Wario's castle, it spikes way up because they expect you to do that without continues and stuff. Or they restart the whole castle, and it's a pretty long castle. I think the remake of Link's Awakening a little disappointing since they cut out the photo part, the cutscene. I don't think I ever saw that. I played the color version of Link's Awakening, so I would have seen it. Besides that, it's good. Okay. Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, War on Wheels, Kicks, WWF WrestleMania Challenge. So here's the releases: Adventure Island 2, Kingdoms of Bandits, Kings of Ancient China, Fox's Peter Pan and the Pirates. I rented that once. It was terrible, I remember. Funhouse, G.I. Joe, Harlem Globetrotters, Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, The Last Ninja, Metal Storm, Princess Tomato in the Salad Kingdom, like a first-person, like point-and-click game, Kicks, Times of Lore, War of Wheels, and WrestleMania Challenge. Here's a little guide for Princess Tomato in the Salad Kingdom. I haven't played this game. I think it's... So you're in a land, like the Salad Kingdom, you're in a princess in this land, and you meet all different vegetable people. And it's like a Shadowgate kind of game with point and click. You move one screen by one screen, search stuff. Okay, here we go. The Nintendo Power Awards. Here's the nominees. I'm going to ask you guys, if you're familiar, feel free to jump in. Tell me, keep in mind what you think, and in the next issue we'll see what won. For graphics and sound, we have Batman, Castlevania 2, 3, Gremlins 2, Mega Man 3, Super C, Super Mario Bros. 3, and Solstice. For graphics and sound, I would give that to... I'm going to say Castlevania... Well, no, wait, let me think. Ooh, this is a tough one. That's a good year, huh? 91 for the NES. You got Super Mario Bros. 3, Super C, Mega Man 3, Gremlins 2, Castlevania 3, and Batman. I'll give it to Castlevania 3. For themes and fun, this is, Richard, this is your favorite category here, theme and fun. Dragon Warrior 2, Kickle Cubicle, Maniac Mansion, Mega Man 3, Ninja Gaiden 2, Rescue Rangers, and Super Mario Bros. 3. Theme and fun. I'm tempted to go Dragon Warrior 2 because I love Dragon Quest, but that game has some annoying parts near the end. I love Ninja Gaiden 2. I like Super Mario Bros. 3. Haven't played much Maniac Mansion. Rescue Rangers is great. Love Ninja Gaiden 2, but Rescue Rangers... I'm going to go Rescue Rangers just because I had so much fun playing that with friends, and that's what this is about, themes and fun. I'm going to go Rescue Rangers on that one. For challenge, we have Battle of Olympus, Castlevania 3, Crystalis, Mission Impossible, Snake's Revenge, Solar Jetman, and Solstice. I play all of them except for Mission Impossible, Snake's Revenge, and Solar Jetman. I'm going to go Castlevania 3 on that one. For play control, Batman, Little Nemo, Mega Man 3, Ninja Gaiden 2, Super C, Super Mario Bros. 3, or Solar Jetman. Ooh, this is tough too. All of them control greatly. great. Mega Man 3, Ninja Gaiden 2. Ninja Gaiden 2 has a little wonkiness with some hit detection, so... oh man, that's tough. I'm going to go Batman on that one, because you have to be really good with the wall jumps. You have to have great play control. Pokemon, sadly, was a few years beyond me. Me as well. I was going to college when it came out, so I was not into it. My favorite category is for challenge. Did they... Yeah, so they spelled challenge wrong in one. They spelled it with an A instead of an H. This issue... Well, this is from 1991, so you were 6 back then. You would have been 7, maybe. Jurassic Park 2, The Chaos Continues. I think... No, you told me about it, though. I remember our discussion when I was playing Indiana Jones. You told me about Jurassic Park 2, and you said I should... You recommended it to me. I still have not played it, though. Sorry. For Best Hero, we have the Blob, A Boy and His Blob, Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers, Gizmo from Gremlins 2, Kickle from Kickle Cubicle, Little Nemo, Lolo, Mario, Mega Man, Ryu Hayabusa, or Donatello. I'm going to go Ryu, just because I want him to win something, so I'm going to go Ryu. For Best Bad Guy, we have Ashtar, Bowser, Chaos, Ashtar from Ninja Gaiden 2, Bowser from Super Mario Bros. 3, Chaos from Final Fantasy, Dr. Fred and Nurse Edna from Maniac Mansion, Dr. Wily from Mega Man 3, Dracula from Castlevania 3, Gremlins from Gremlins 2, Joker from Batman, Metal Slime from Dragon Warrior 2, and Shredder from TMN2, the arcade game. I'm going to go Metal Slime on this one just because I love Dragon Quest. I'm going to go Metal Slime. For Innovative, we have A Boy and His Blob, Big Bird's Hide and Speak, Maniac Mansion, Miracle Keyboard Teaching System, Miracle Keyboard Piano Teaching System, or just Teaching System, Shadowgate, Solar Jetman, Super Glove Ball. Which is the most innovated? I haven't played a lot of these. I haven't played Big Bird. I haven't played much of Maniac Mansion. Never played Miracle Keyboard. Solar Jetman is a game I tried to get into, but I couldn't figure it out. So I'm going to say that's kind of innovative. I think it's a more innovative game. I'm going to say it's Solar Jetman from what I played of it. For Best Multiplayer Simultaneous, we have Dr. Mario, Gauntlet 2, Little League Baseball, Nest Play Action Football, Spot the Video Game, Super Spike V-Ball, or TMN2 the arcade game. I'm going to go TMN2 the arcade game. You still recommend it to me? I remember that recommendation. I remember it. I just have so many games, and I've never found it for sale. And I rarely use ROMs unless... I might use a ROM to play Terranigma sometime, though. Maybe that's when I could look it up. Mega Man 3 had great play control since the controls were fixed from 1 and 2. Yeah, oh yeah, Mega Man 3, that's probably going to take it, I think. They added the slide. I vote Joker for villain, okay. Mega Man opening thing of Mega Man TV series compared to a European version. I've heard the one here. It's in my head, but I didn't know it was different. So no, I don't think I have. Mag, jeez. What about Mag? Oh no, I play ROMs. It's just I have so many games that aren't ROMs that there's no need for me to go to ROMs right now unless there's something I really, really want to play, which would probably be Terranigma coming up. And that's probably when I'll get a ROM, because it was never released here. You hear that Mega Man theme daily. Did I pick Did we get the best music yet? Is there not a best music? Yeah, graphics and sound, yeah. Mega Man, okay. It is not my It's not my ringtone, actually. But, you're asking if it's Ninja's ringtone. See, I'm still learning how to do this chat thing. I'm still not communicating too great, sorry. The Mega Man intro from TV show in German was awesome. Okay, here we go. We have... Best overall we have for NES, Batman, Castlevania 3, Final Fantasy, Maniac Mansion, Mega Man 3, NES Play Action Football, Ninja Gaiden 2, Super C, Super Mario Bros. 3, and Turtles 2, the arcade game. Best overall for NES. So between Batman, Castlevania, I go Castlevania 3, I love that game. Final Fantasy, Mega Man 3. So for me, it's between Super Mario Bros. 3, Super Mario Ninja Turtles, Super C, Ninja Gaiden, Mega Man 3, and Castlevania and Batman. I'm gonna go I love Castlevania 3. I'm gonna go Castlevania 3. For Game Boy, Castlevania the Adventure, Dr. Mario, Final Fantasy Legend, Gargoyle's Quest, Golf, Play Action Football, Kicks, Quarth, or Super Mario Land, or TMNT. Well, I've only beaten Gargoyle's Quest and TMNT and Castlevania the Adventure. I played Dr. Mario. I haven't played the rest, so between those, I'm gonna go Gargoyle's Quest for sure. I like that. I think that's the best out of that lot. I don't know. I never heard the German one. The US one's kind of catchy. I hear it in my head. It's like a techno remix. Or it is kind of techno, the US one. Really, I haven't heard the difference between them. As a kid, you spit out your Kellogg's. Get Reichstag still im Nork. You want me to try out the differences between them? I can look that up. We can play it real quick if you can hear it. What was it? Mega Man TV show? USA versus Europe? Was that it? Germany, just Germany. Mega Man TV, Germany. Let me see. Okay, here it is. Okay, that was the German. I've never seen that one before. The animation was a little different. Yeah, that's a good song. Now let's compare that to the US one. We'll decide which one we like better. Here's the US. And that was the US one. See what you guys have to say. Okay.
That's the gate we want over there.
Oops, sorry. Okay, let's see. No counselors picks this time. I think we are getting there, Richard. We are close, I think, I hope. No, you're right. There are not counselor pictures. You are very oh wait, here they are, right here. Right down here they are. We'll get to them pretty soon. Germany won versus Germany, not Europe. I found the German one. We played that. There is a difference between... I didn't hear the Europe one. So there's a difference between Europe and Germany. You're saying it's real good. Ninja Goon Super Fighting Robot. That's for the US one, right? I'd say that. Mega Man Germany Techno Mix. I believe there are two versions. One, Mega Man Germany Techno Remix. Oh, this is a fan-made one. The US version... Well, that's the one I heard the most, the US one. There wasn't many lyrics to it. It was just Super Fighting Robot Mega Man. You have the Mega Man CD compilation. Lemon says boring for the US one, I guess. Only for the theme song. That's why you got the compilation, just for that theme song. And Ninja's like, I like both. I do too. I stay with the German one. Mega Man Dance, right? Oh, back to the topic, guys. Is this stream about Mega Man intros or not? So massive compression in that Mega Man song. That's okay. I never heard the German one. So that's sorry for the sidetrack there. We'll get back to it. I know Richard is probably, come on, get to the counselor's guard, darn it. So here we are. We have Mega Man 3. Mega Man 3. They brought back this Yellow Devil from Mega Man 1. This guy always gave me trouble. Maniac Mansion. Shadow of the Ninja. How do I defeat the tank in Stage 2-3. Just tips the kids will get stuck on. Dragon Warrior 2. Where is the Sun Crest? Dragon Warrior 2. Where's the Moon Crest? Where's the Golden Key? See, Dragon Warrior 2 has lots of help this issue. Now we get to one of my favorite parts. I like the letters. I like the letters a lot. And then here we go. Oh, so Richard was enjoying it too. Okay. So here is the also one of my favorite parts, the counselor corner here. So we have Eli Wolf. And he is hobbies playing video games, drawing, listening to rap music. Best accomplishment, finished Iron Sword. Favorite game, Solar Jetman. And we have Sam Kuchata. Hobbies playing football, video games, bowling. Best accomplishment, finished Little Nemo, the Dream Master, in 3.5 hours. Favorite game, Final Fantasy. Brian Onsitine. We have hobbies, writing, reading, playing computer games, snow skiing. Best accomplishment, finished Athena in 2 lives. Favorite game, Crystalis. Joaquin Govas. Hobbies, paintballing, practicing karate, playing video games, volleyball, and football. Best accomplishment, finished Ninja Gaiden and Ninja Gaiden 2 in 2 hours. Favorite game, Destiny of an Emperor. So, no great mullets here. They're kind of shaving off the mullets. Richard says these counselors are getting older and uglier with each edition. Wow, Richard, not a fan of these counselors, thinking they're older and uglier. They did shave the mullets off, so there's that. They're not as handsome without the mullets, that's for sure. And this is 1991. I think people were kind of coming out of the 80s. Maybe they felt, we'll shave a little back long hair there and get into this new 1990s decade we're jumping into, Got the economy coming back. This is great, Let's see what we got here. About intros, there was a German Zelda cartoon series. Super Mario Bros. Super Show intro. Hans den Mario den Freudenja. See, I remember the one over here was really good. So let's do that. Let's do the... Now, I love the intro we have for the Super Mario Bros. Super Show here. And we'll play that. Here we go. This is very... I love this song.
Hey, paisanos! It's the Super Mario Brothers Super Show! With the Mario Brothers, employment's a game. We're not like the others who get all the fame. If your second's in trouble, you can call us on the double. We're faster than the others, you'll be hooked on the brothers. Yo, you're in for a treat, so hang on to your seat. Get ready for a mission and remarkable feats. You'll meet the Koopas, the Troopas, the princess, and the others. Hanging with the plumbers, you'll be hooked on the brothers to the the brothers.
Okay, you should be able to see some of it now. Let me...
It is a legend no one will forget. Everyone thought King Koopa had left the Mushroom Kingdom. And then, in a doom ship attack, King Koopa is back with the biggest danger ever known. His Koopa Kids. With all their new superpowers, the Super Mario Brothers rescued Princess Toadstool and beat back the evil Koopa family. I'll get those plumbers!
Okay, so that's 2 US ones. I think you probably saw the third one. So let's look at the... Well, there's a third US one, too, we could do.
Hey, paisanos! It's the Super Mario Brothers Super
This is
Show!
the one I like a lot.
With the Mario Brothers, employment's a game. We're not like the others who get all the fame. If your second's in trouble, you can call us on the double. We're faster than the others, you'll be hooked on the brothers. Yo, you're in for a treat, so hang on to your seat. Get ready for a mission and remarkable feats. You'll meet the Koopas, the Troopas, the princess, and the others. Hanging with the plumbers, you'll be hooked on the brothers to the the brothers.
You had this one, too. This was the third one.
Super Mario, Super Mario, Super Mario World. Super Mario World. It's a blast from the past. Super Mario World. You got to move fast. Mario and Luigi are doing what they can. Yoshi and the princess are giving them a pound. Super Mario World. Super Mario World. It's a blast from the past. Super Mario World. It's a blast.
And I think one of you asked about. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, I think you missed the ending. I think I showed the rest of it. I replayed it. You don't like the rap. RTLE2, yo. I don't know what that means. Sorry. Hands Den Mario was the ending. English one was do the Mario, so it's the same with Trampoline's text. So the English one was do the Mario, so it's the same, which is translate. So the English one is the same as the German one. I remember there was another show, Captain N. The main villain was Mother Brain. Oh yeah, Captain N, the Game Master. Yep. Saw it with my brother once. Yeah, I like that show. We could play that one too. Hold on. Let me read your comments first. There must be a German version of Mario Brothers. Such a crap. Or just like, well, guys, I guess 80s cartoon creators were really tripping. So you've never seen those before, Richard? That's the first time you've seen those? Mario Brothers Super Show in German. It is pre-anime era. They have some quality. Yes, it's the same. Okay, let's look at the German ones. Okay, give me a second here. Let me switch over. Then we'll do Captain N.
Hallo Freunde! Jetzt kommt die Super Mario Brothers Super Show! Wir sind die Mario Brothers, aus Klappe bekannt. Nicht wie die anderen berühmten Lachen. Ich spiele meine einfach Zauber, die sonst keiner. Immer schneller, niemals wieder flach. Auf die Brüder! Auf die Bühne! Jetzt geht's ab, die fest am Sitz. Immer Abenteuer und gigantische Tricks. Jede Kompass und Kompass ist das wie die andere. Aller Bruder, auf die Brüder.
That's funny. Me seeing that is like, it's weird. It doesn't seem right because I'm so used to the U.S. beat. It's just weird to me. Whoops. Let's see, let me take it off the window capture here. Okay. I have to say the German version really has some quality. It's the same. I had to watch the Smurfs in German. I love the Smurfs. Love them. You're going to go, Richard? Okay, well, take care. Hope you have a good rest of your day there. Thanks for stopping in. It's been some years, but I watched the very first episode of the Mario Brothers Super Show. Sounds like they said Ebola at the end. Could we do one more? We'll do the Captain N, and then we'll do the German Captain N.
Welcome to Videoland.
Wake up, Kitticus.
Welcome to Castle D.
It's Cargo Land. Princess, the palace is under siege.
Behold, the ultimate warp zone.
Kevin, I thought I told you to clean up your room. Whoa!
Captain N, the Game Master.
Okay, that was the English intro. Go.
Common in Videoland.
I'll give you one time. How could you know?
This island will turn you. Yahoo!
Oh my Congo land.
It's ready to dream, Princess. Prinzessin unser Palast wird belagert.
Durch den großen Dimensionstunnel wird er kommen.
Wow. Kevin, habe ich dir nicht gesagt, dass du dein Zimmer aufräumen sollst?
Ja.
Captain N, der Game Master.
So it's the same one, just in German. Give me a second here, I'll go back to the magazine. Here we go. Okay, where are we at here? Shameless commercial show. I love Nintendo. Did you watch the? I did watch The Wizard. Yeah. Did you guys see The Wizard? I see Retro Booter does the job. Who's Retro? Oh, that was the YouTube channel of the intro. Who did that? Yeah, they posted it up there. I think that's what it was. The name of that YouTube channel. Intro. Well, it was funny to me to see that intro because I'm so used to the English on it. It was funny to hear German over top of it. The song was the same. They were both good. I liked them both. 90s, so great. Yeah, that was very. Like that takes me back to that time. I swear, Captain N was the most fever dream show I ever saw. Really? Yeah, it's like I still wanted it to be better than it was when I was watching it. It was just they had a Bayou Billy land. Like a Bayou Land where it had, because I had Bayou Billy and I wanted that. I wanted more video game stuff in it. They not only talked about it, I think they also gave a free issue of Nintendo Power, like the Pocket Power, for when you went to the movies. They gave it out to you. And you saw Captain N at my cousin's. Because he had cable, that rich guy. Well, I think for us, it wasn't on cable. I think for me, it was on like Fox, one of the network stations. Don't kiss boys, maybe girls. What was that? Was that something about Captain N? At least the newer Smash game has the Captain N reunion. So Smash Ultimate has, so it has Simon Belmont. So let's see, Smash Ultimate, how many characters does that have? Has Simon Belmont, Mega Man, Kid Icarus, That's the main heroes, right? It doesn't have King Hippo. Doesn't have Mother Brain. Yeah, it has a lot of them. Here's one you won't believe. I watched the TV show of the Ewoks. I love the Power Glove. It's so bad. Yep, that was the... Lucas said that, right? In Wizard? I love the Power Glove. It's so bad. The Ewoks, yeah, from Return of the Jedi. I never saw the TV show of them, though. It's from the Wizard? I don't remember that line. I don't kiss boys, maybe girls. Was that... I don't remember who said that. I don't remember that line at all. The movie is so stupid, but so much... Like, I haven't seen it in a while, so yeah, I'm surprised I haven't. I maybe saw it twice. Mother Brain as an asset, Link and Zelda. You could use me to make Captain N himself. Oh, so you could create like any me you want to fight. That's pretty neat. So Mother Brain, is she a trophy or something? She's just in there as a trophy, I take it? Power Glove does nothing to protect you from older men liking kids. That... I think on the Wizard, yeah, the that one bounty hunter chasing after them or something. So bad it's funny. I like the Wizard. I do. I haven't watched it in a while, so... I only know the Wizard from AVGN. Did he do the Wizard? I should watch that. I don't remember that. Boy and girl when they sit on the trailer and he tried to kiss her. Oh, Fred Savage when he tried to kiss Rilo Kiley or whatever her name was. Okay. She said, I don't kiss boys, maybe girls? That's what she said? I don't remember that. Is there a German version? Pray to God, I hope not. Of Wizard? Probably subtitled. Yeah, it's probably just the same movie, just subtitled, I would think. Yeah. Okay, let's go here. It's called Joystick Heroes in Germany. Oh, Wizard is called Joystick Heroes? People only remember the Wizard for Super Mario 3. Teaser at the end. Yeah, that's what really... That's why I watched that movie, to be honest, for the video game references. I wanted to see video game references, you know? Like, I wanted to see Double Dragon and Ninja Turtles when they were playing the NES. You know, I wanted to see those games they were playing. He replied, maybe girls. Okay. Anyway, let's get back to the magazine here. Thanks for that little sidetrack there. It was all a commercial. Yeah, it was good marketing, though. Yeah, Maniac Mansion. Your top 30, you had Super Mario Bros. 3, Final Fantasy, Crystalis, Mega Man 3, Mega Man 2, Dr. Mario, Legend of Zelda, Dragon Warrior 2, NES Play Action, Football, Castlevania Dracula's Curse, T-Man 2, the arcade game, Tetris, Destiny of an Emperor, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Super Mario Bros. 2, Tecmo Bowl, Maniac Mansion. Richard, I'm sorry if you were here. Zelda 2 has moved up, I think, from the 20s up to 18. Wheel of Fortune, Punch-Out, Metroid, Battle of Olympus, still stands strong at that around the early 20s. Rad Racer, Mega Man, still hanging in there. First Mega Man's great. Shadowgate, WrestleMania, Rescue Rangers, Bases Loaded 2, Solstice, and number 30 is Ivan Iron Man Stewart Super Off-Road. One of your first cinema movies was Mario Brothers, and it sucked. I've never seen that. You'd think I would have seen that movie. I've never seen the Super Mario Brothers movie. Ah, yes, Let's Plays and commentaries before they were cool. There is more to the movie than... I mean, there's a whole... But what I wanted out of it... There's a plot where they have to get him to California to drop his pictures off in that dinosaur. They're being chased by that bounty hunter. And along the way, here, his mom and his dad and brother stop and play Nintendo. And I just liked all the Nintendo references in it. There was a plot to the movie. Now it's on Netflix or Amazon. I want to see it again. There's something to it. Good for you. Yeah, you mentioned the Super Mario Infinity was such an oddity, yet an interesting one. I've never seen it, so I can't really say either way if it's good or bad. I think I would have been massively disappointed had I saw it as a kid, because from what I saw of it, it doesn't have anything to do. It doesn't resemble Mario that much. Celebrity profile, Rain Pryor. I don't know who she is. Packwatch Powerblade, great game. Euphoria never came out in North America, came out in Europe. I have it on the virtual console so I can play it. So I do want to play this. It's a Sunsoft game. So it's going to have good music. It's going to be fun. I do want to... Do you guys are over in Europe? Have you ever played Euphoria before? Can you tell me a little bit about it? I'd be curious about that game. Tailspin's a game I really like. I like this game a lot. The more I play it. At first I was like, oh, this is weird, but I played it. I like Tailspin. Star Wars. I've never played this one. The Consumer Electronics Show. We have The Forces with the NES. It's talking about Star Wars. Battletoads coming out. Talking about the Super NES. Especially when they previewed the Super NES during CES. Multiplayer with Game Boy. Victor, there's Alex Paganoff of Tetris. Hang out at the Bulletproof Software booth about Hatris. I guess they're talking about Hatris. Role-playing on Game Boy for gaming. A long trip into Game Boy's RPGs can't be... they're talking about Ultima for the Game Boy. Sword of Hope. I played Sword of Hope. It's fun until a part where you can soft-lock yourself if you don't talk to the fairy in the right order. Thank goodness I looked that up, because I would have had to restart about halfway through the game. Final Fantasy Legend, which is a Saga game, I believe. Genius Boy is an organizer for the Game Boy. Wrestling, you see the Ultimate Warrior for WWF game for the NES. It looks like the Ultimate Warrior is reading that Mega Man issue we looked at yesterday. Although Nintendo announced the Super NES will be released here in the fall, there were none available to play at the show. But there were a couple of top-secret-looking demo previews of the 3 Nintendo titles. Full details on the US 16-bit Nintendo systems will be revealed at the June CES in Chicago. Until then, watch these pages for the latest updates. And we're seeing some more bits of Super Nintendo games. We have ActRaiser. When I saw this, this is what made me want to get a Super Nintendo a lot. Seeing ActRaiser and Super Mario Brothers, Super Mario World. ActRaiser was one of the early games I got with it too. Gradius 3, Ultraman, Street Fighter, which this isn't a type, like Final Fight was originally called Street Fighter something. 90 or something. Street Fighter for Capcom, similar to the martial arts arcade game, and the same variety moves and big characters. So it was a typo, but kind of not, because Final Fight was originally going to be called Street Fighter 1990 or something. But I think they made a typo there. This is Final Fight. Bomboozle. And you see Gossip Galore. Role-playing games keep rolling on. Nextsoft Company RPGs for Faria, Might and Magic, Quest of the Avatar, Ultimate Quest of the Avatar, Final Fantasy II for the Super NES, which is 4. Sometimes this fall. Okay. Adventures of Lolo 3, Robocop 2, Castilia. Here's a screen from the Trixif challenging castle climbing Castilia. Different to get. So I don't think this came out here in North America. It might have. I've never seen it. So coming soon, Batman, Castilia, Demon Wars, Earthbound, Final Fantasy II, Might and Magic, Robocop, SimCity, Star Wars, The Jetsons, The Count's Counting Game, Flintstones, Tom and Jerry, Twin Peaks. Twin Peaks? You had a Twin Peaks game coming out? I'd never heard of that. Wizardry 2. So coming soon, Bart vs. Space Mutants, Battletoads, Beetlejuice, Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventures, California Raisins, Coco Run, Double Dragon 3, Drax Night Out, Dragon Fighter, Feria, Flight of the Intruder, Ikari Warriors 3, The Rescue, Metal Mech, Mike Ditka's Big Play Football, Mini Putt. I'd like to play that Mini Putt game. I love mini golf. Monopoly, Power Blade, The Uninvited, The Adventures of Batman and Robin. I see next issue they're going to do Swordmaster, Power Blade, Monopoly, and Sword of Hope. So that is this issue. Let me see what we got going on here in chat. I see Apocalypse Now. Wow, we got all kinds of stuff going. That's the first thing I saw. I was like not expecting that. My mom did not want me to see Apocalypse Now. But why? When we went to the cinema to see Dennis Hopper as Koopa. Good point. Mario and Luigi don't even get their costumes until the third act of the film. Really? That's weird. It was not a nice experience. You don't seem to have very good fond memories of that movie. Sorry, Hecky Madman. You should watch a video of the gaming story about them. I think I might have. I think that's probably how I know most about it. Chaos Behind the Camera. Yeah, the director and the actors did not get along. Bob Hoskins did not like working on that movie. He said it was the worst he ever worked on. His worst movie. Already saw that and some other reviews about it. So funny, Bob Hoskins and his partner were drinking alcohol. Yeah. That gaming historian talked about that. They were like drunk most of the time. The problem was money, big plans, many rewrites, and so on. Only losers win, no winners. Not the audience, not the producer, and that's why video game movies have a hard time today. Has there really been a decent video game movie yet? Well, the gaming historian made a video about it, so he is the winner. RoboCop was hard but fair. I've never played RoboCop, Hecky Madman. I can't comment on that. I don't even think I have it. Most of the other video game movies are not much better. I like the Street Fighter movie a lot with Jean-Claude Van Damme. I love Detective Pikachu and Phoenix Wright. I don't remember. I haven't seen Detective Pikachu. I didn't know Phoenix Wright had a movie. Must have been animated, I take it. Not your fault. Okay. So that's it, guys. That's I was hoping to get through 4, but I'm kind of really getting tired here. My voice is kind of cutting. We got through 2. So I don't know if I'll do another one tonight. I'm kind of getting a little tired. I need to rest a little bit, I think. So sorry to cut it short. I hope you don't mind. I don't really feel like looking at another one tonight to give it the proper time it deserves. But it was nice talking to everybody. Thanks for the nice tangent there on intros, TV intros. Anime is pretty decent. You should look it up. It's really good. The Phoenix Wright anime. Nick Sprite. Ace Attorney, Phoenix Wright objections. Oh, there was. Phoenix Wright anime. Yeah, there was. Is this it? Was that it? Phoenix Wright action movie made in Japan. Mortal Kombat movie. The new one? Mortal Kombat movie? I haven't seen that one. I saw the one from the 90s. Never the new one. Real actors in it. QD. How do you know that you know that YouTube? Okay, you found the YouTube. Let me try it. Hold on 1 second. Phoenix Wright movie. Let's do Phoenix Wright movie. Didn't quite seem to work. That. Oh, here it is. Okay, this is an objection scene. I think this is one I'll watch here. It's the first objection scene. See how this plays out here.
井戸の小桐刑事、あなたは被害者の千尋さんがこの文字を書いた、そう主張されるんですか？当たり前です。他に書けた人間はいないっす。いやい！逆ですよ。この文字、千尋さんにだけは書けたはずがない。解剖記録によると鈍器による一撃で即死。死んでるじゃないですか。あれじゃない。
I know nothing about Phoenix Wright. But that was quite funny. Annihilation was a sequel, but trash, but still no blood. I've heard that one's bad. There's no English version, but there is a... So of that Phoenix Wright, there's a German version, huh? Maybe that's why I never seen it or heard of it. Because that was all in... I thought that had... Did that have English dubs? Watch the Quarter Crew video on YouTube about Annihilation. Okay. Well, I don't want to get into watching that stuff, because, like, recent stuff, like... I'll probably get a copyright or something on that stuff. So I don't want to watch too recent of stuff. Look, guys, that's going to be it for me tonight. Thanks for hanging out. Ninja, Hacky Madman, Lemon, Richard, Soulfire. I think Turtle was here for a little bit. I hope he's doing good on his project. Have it on your DVD. Your husband loves Phoenix Wright. I've never played those games. Yeah, I never played them. Okay, guys. Have a great night. Well, it's pretty late for you. It's early morning for you guys, I think. It's like 2 a.m. there, so you guys need to get some sleep. And I'll see you again soon, I hope. Take care.